Too late. Hello, welcome to another video by Johnny. Chào mừng các bạn một video khác của Johnny nha. So in this video, my online class, which is growing, see, 4 students, 5 students now. We are going to do a speaking practice today. Ok, video này chúng ta sẽ nói tiếng Anh chủ yếu nha, và chúng ta sẽ làm một cái luyện speaking của IELTS cùng với lớp học online của mình đang ngày càng tăng số lượng, which is a good thing. Now, so let's do part 1, speaking IELTS. Topic, TV program. So, Mr. Bang, please, what kinds of TV programs do you like?
Oh wow. Actually, I have no idea what TV now because I rarely watch TV nowadays.
You rarely watch TV nowadays?
Rare. I rarely watch TV programs nowadays.
Okay. And do you often watch programs on the TV or on your cell phone or your smartphone?
Usually I'm watching short video on TikTok and Facebook as well.
Of course.
TV programs nowadays not really that interesting. It's not that nothing like special to me.
Of course, nothing special. It's all like, rubbish.
They're using the old method to like transfer, convey the news to us.
It's all rubbish.
So it's not that attractive.
Now, tell me, Miss Yuan, please, what kind of TV programs do you like?
In my point of view, I don't usually watch TV programs, but I usually watch TV programs on social media.
Yeah.
Like Instagram, Facebook, because this is more interesting for me.
It's more interesting for me, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, do you often watch programs on TV or your smartphone?
Yes, I often watch programs on my smartphone. Especially, I follow CNN news on Instagram. This is really helpful for me to increase my knowledge.
Improve my knowledge.
Nó
là gia tăng rất đau, người ta không dùng increase your knowledge, improve your knowledge, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Yu, do you talk with your friends about the programs you watched?
I think no, because my friends don't usually watch programs on the things that I watch, like TV. I love to watch TV beside of my computers, and if I watch computers, sometimes I watch Facebook, but it's not all the topic that my friends likes, and they don't really want to talk about that.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think about TV programs in your country, Mr. Yu?
In the TV programs in my country is a lot, but just some.
What do you mean it's a lot?
It's a lot, yes.
Okay, so there's
really
there is a lot of. Có gì đó, there is, there are nhé. There are a lot of programs.
There's a lot of programs in my country, but just some helpful and have more information beside on the difference. And all of this is some of all of this is just movie and another country's movie from India.
No, great. Anyway, so Miss Tu, are you there to do the speaking with us? Hello, can you turn on your microphone, Miss Tu?
she had problem with her throat.
I think Miss Tu is busy, so that's why she's just here to listen to us. Anyway, now, so Mr. Bang, do you
Yes.
prefer international TV programs or national ones?
Actually, I prefer the international TV programs most because they have like tons of news information that interests me.
So it interested you more, right?
Yes,
Which
it
countries?
attracts.
Which countries' programs do you watch?
Normally, I watch the TV programs from the UK. Especially is documentary program.
Documentaries, yeah.
Yes, documentary programs.
Oh, Miss Tu said that she's still having a fever and sore throat. That is because of the vaccine, you know. It mimics the effect when you got COVID, but in a much lesser extent. So Miss Tu is still very ill, but she's just watching our class. It's fine. All right. So Miss Yuan, please. If you want to propose a change to the Vietnamese TV programs, what would you say?
Can you say again?
Like if you want to propose a change, like to suggest a change
Yes.
in the TV programs of Vietnam, what would you say?
Suggest
A change, because you know TV program in Vietnam actually not that great. So what can you do? What can you say to help them improve their program?
Let me see. In my mind, I really love watching TV program of Vietnamese people.
Oh,
But
you do?
but I would like game show or comedy programs.
Comedy.
Comedy.
It's comedy.
Programs.
Comedy. Please give us more information about education.
You mean more educational programs?
Yes. The combine of comedy and
You mean
educational program.
a combination
Yes.
of?
Yes.
Can you say that again? A combination of something?
The combination of comedy and educational programs.
Okay.
This really helpful for us.
Okay. Now, so tell me, Miss Yuen, about Vietnamese movies. Do you think it's good enough? Do you think Vietnamese movies are good enough? Honest review, please.
In fact, I'm crazy about Korean movies. I quite bored of Vietnamese movie because this is like a mess.
Disorganized.
What do you mean a mess?
I mean,
okay, so tell me. It's like a mess. So what can you do to improve it? Think about a possibility to improve it by, let's say, having more training. Maybe more training for the actors and actresses.
Yes.
How about sacking or maybe sacking all directors and then replace them with international ones?
Crazy thing.
Gửi hết mấy ông đó xong rồi chờ mấy người quốc tế vô. I'm just joking. Okay, should not do that. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to part 2, shall we? And we should do topic number 13. Okay, describe a company that employs many people. Miêu tả một công ty mà người ta thuê mướn rất nhiều người. You should say what it does, nó làm gì, how many people it employs, nó thuê mướn bao nhiêu người một công ty, what kind of people work there, những người như thế nào làm việc ở đấy, and explain how you feel about it, giải thích là bạn cảm thấy thế nào về chuyện ấy. And you have part 3 about big companies. Should big companies be punished more seriously if they break the law? And why? Những công ty lớn có nên bị trừng phạt một cách mà nghiêm khắc hơn nhiều nếu mà họ phạm luật không? Tại sao? Should big companies donate to charities? And why? Những công ty lớn có nên là cống hiến tiền cho từ thiện hay không? Ủng hộ tiền từ thiện hay không? Ủng hộ tiền nhiều hơn cho từ thiện chứ. Donate more to charities. It's not about donate to charity, it's about donating more for charities. Cái này không chỉ là chuyện làm từ thiện không đâu nha. Nó hỏi là có nên làm từ thiện nhiều hơn không? Nó có chữ more đây nè.
Donate.
What are the good things about working for big companies? Những điều tốt đẹp khi làm việc cho một công ty lớn là gì? What are the differences between big companies and small companies? Công ty lớn, công ty nhỏ khác nhau những điều gì? Should companies and companies and corporations have a responsibility to take care of its workforce? Những công ty và tập đoàn có nên có trách nhiệm để take care, để mà chăm sóc cái lực lượng lao động của nó hay không? Tại sao? Okay, this is a big topic. I'll give you 3 minutes to think. Cho các bạn 3 phút để chuẩn bị. Okay, so Miss Yuen, your turn, please. Now, please describe a company that employs many people.
Okay. In Vietnam have lots of big companies and
There is. Có, cái chữ có Việt Nam. There is. There are a lot of companies in Vietnam.
There are a lot of companies in Vietnam, but I want to tell you about international companies like Samsung or Adidas. This is one of the most biggest company in the world. I believe that.
In the world.
I believe that. And if big companies they break the law, they should be punished. From the
we are doing part 2. We are doing part 2 first, remember? Phải làm part 2 trước, describe trong 1-2 phút nha.
Oh sorry, con làm part 3 rồi thầy.
Okay, fine. You need to do part 2 and then the part 3, okay? Now, Mr. Yoon, you first. I'll come back to you later, Miss Yoon. I'll come back later. Why what? Mr. Yoon, please describe a company that employs many people.
Well, in the world, there are a lot of company games.
There are.
I say there are.
You say there has? You said there has.
I say there are.
Okay, there are a lot of companies, okay?
There are a lot of companies in the world. Game company.
Whoa.
Company in the world.
There's a lot of companies in the world.
And the most company that I know is the company names MiHoYo.
That sounds very Chinese, huh?
Yes, Chinese. It's Chinese.
Of course.
Chinese.
Okay.
MiHoYo, and they have 2 popular games nowadays. Everyone knows is Honkai Impact 3 and
Genshin Impact.
Yes, in Genshin Impact, you know, um, they have two company. They have two
There are.
company. They, yes, there are two company. One in Japan, one in Japan and one in China. This company making games around the world, and and they employs a lot of people inside here. Uh, there are there are coders, artists, um, how can I say, translation. Ủa, người dịch thuật là ai nhỉ thầy?
We say translator or interpreter.
Translator,
Yeah, and translation. In translation.
translation, three artists. They're making games over years and years for the people who wanna play this game.
Wanna.
They they want to play this
Who want
game.
to nha, không phải wanna, gonna gì đó. Who want to play games. Okay. Now, so how you feel about it? Tập trung vào 4 cái ý người ta yêu cầu nha.
Uh,
Focus on the fourth thing they want you to say.
I think that's amazing company because they're making games every day for me in the time they have, and they make me a lot of moment that I want to play that game from that company, and
Okay.
sometimes I want to work in that company too.
You might want to work for Vina Game, you know.
But I don't like Vietnam games.
But
Like
yeah,
Free
well,
Fire, just
if
for
you want
kids.
to help develop the gaming community in Vietnam, you should do that too.
I know, but I don't want.
Okay, fine. Right. Mr. Vang, are you ready? Describe
Well,
a company that employs many people. Come on, I give you a lot of time.
yes, a lot of time. Okay, so a company that employs a lot of people is my ex-company. It's probably about 500 people are employed. The company is mainly focused on the agriculture products, like seafood products, especially. So there are like a few in the international like expatriate worker, and the rest are the local worker. And they are in the local workers. They are mainly focused on the manually work for, and they receive very low salaries. As yeah, I would say. I feel that the people here, the local worker there, they are lack of knowledge. They are
lack of knowledge. They are lack of knowledge.
They are lack of
Remember,
knowledge.
you use how to use lack.
Yes,
They lack knowledge. They lack knowledge. Or if you use a verb form, they have a lack of knowledge.
Okay. So they have a lack of knowledge, and because they are not able to attend the schooling process, the schooling program. So far, they have to work as a worker, as a labor worker. I feel that it's not
labor, a manual labor.
Manual labor. Is a manual worker or a manual labor. I feel that it's really important for people to have a better education in order to get a better salaries and a chance for them to pursue the dream. It's not end up in the company, in a factory, to spend entirely life or working as a labor worker.
Okay. Now, okay, it's good enough. It's good enough. Miss Yuen, are you ready for your part 2?
Oh, yes.
Please. Describe a company that employs many people. Em có tập trung vào 4 cái ý đó thôi là được.
Yeah.
Just focus on the 4 things that they ask you should say. Please.
There are a lot of big company in Vietnam, and especially now I will tell you about international companies such as international company such as Samsung, Adidas, and this is one of the most famous company in the world. And you know, this company is consumer goods, and I don't know the exactly number of employees in this company, but I just know this is attracted a lot of people.
This company has attracted a lot of people.
This company has attracted a lot of people, including me.
Oh, including you. So you are one of their employee.
Yes.
I see. So you cannot
because
talk you cannot talk that thing about your own company, huh?
Because I want to have some skill, some soft skill, and I want to learn. I learn to improve my knowledge from this company because this is really kiểu chất lượng.
Quality.
It has quality. This company has
It has a
quality.
good quality.
This company has substance. Nếu mà em nói ai đã có chất, ai đã có chất.
Yeah.
This
Substance.
has substance.
Yes, I want to have a opportunity to work in this company because this is really substance.
It has substance. Like
if
someone has substance, that
Có nội lực là sao thầy?
Sorry?
Có nội lực là sao thầy?
Internal something?
Internal quality is not quality, it's not. Bên trong là internal.
Okay, let's just say they have good. They are highly qualified.
Yes, highly qualified.
Họ luôn luôn mà có đầy đủ phẩm chất, giấy tờ, bằng cấp, kinh nghiệm. Highly qualified. This is adjective with adverb. Let's just say this is a good company. Let's just say that because it's a good company. Let's just say that. Okay. See, it's not that hard. Now, Mr. Young, let's do part 3 now. Should big companies be punished more seriously if they break the law? What do you think?
I think, well, yes, if they break the laws and you punish, well, not really serious. If you don't punish the big company, not real serious, they will commit it again.
You mean recommitments? They could always recommit the offense, right?
Yes, they will commit
They can offend again, like re-offend.
Re-offense
Tái
again.
phạm. They can re-offend, right?
Yes.
And what would happen?
And make the social. How can I say? Make the social become bad.
You mean make the society worse?
Yes.
Anything else? Nghe biết anything else là biết thiếu đấy.
Lose citizens' money. If it's large, they will make the citizen money lost.
Doesn't make sense. Nghe nó không đúng ngữ pháp. Say that sentence again. It's not grammatically correct. Okay, next question for you. Should big companies donate more to charities, Mr. Yu?
Yes, I think yes, because if big company donate to a charity, they will have
more. Be careful. They do not ask whether big companies should donate to the charity, but they ask whether they should donate more to charity. Cẩn thận nha. Hai cái ý đó hoàn toàn khác nhau. Có nên donate hay không, với lại có nên là donate nhiều hơn hay không, khác nhau nha. Try again.
This is
Should
not
big
good.
companies donate more to charities?
Yes, I think they should donate more to charity so that they can make the society more peaceful and okay
And
equal for uh, for the poor situation. Gì vậy ta nhỉ?
anything else?
No company.
Okay. Now, Miss Yuen, can you explain this question? What are the good things about working for a big company?
Oh, in my opinion, working in a big company has a lot of good things.
There
Especially
are a lot of cẩn thận mấy cái chữ có của tiếng Việt mình mấy bạn cứ có thói quen là has why. It's if you want to say something exists, you say there are, there is. There are
yes,
a lot of advantages to working for big companies.
yes, there are a lot of advantages to working in a big companies, such as we can challenge yourself, and
Challenge. You can challenge
Challenge.
you can challenge yourself and improve your knowledge, including soft skill, and can make friends. You can have a opportunity to make friends with a lot of talent people.
talented people.
Talented
I love talented people.
talented people.
What else?
And especially you can have a
Especially.
high
For expect. Especially.
especially you can have a high income,
A higher income.
a higher income to
To do what? To spend on
to
anything you wished, right?
yes.
Okay, very good. Now, Mr. Wang, please. So,
Yes.
should companies and corporations have the responsibility to take care of its workforce?
Oh wow, it's a very difficult question. I think they should first, because the workforce, those who play a very important role in their goals. They how to say? Let me think for a while. But
You won't have time to think in a real exam.
I ask for a favor. I think that yes, they have a responsibility for their workforce in order to have a better result in production. For example, they have to provide healthcare system, a good and reliable healthcare system, in order to make sure that their workers are in in the best condition to work.
Okay, anything else?
Oops. And then due to the law, the government force the company and corporations have the government force the government force the companies and corporations
To have
a responsibility for the workers,
of course,
as well.
Whether someone died of COVID, they should receive what's it called? Remuneration.
Based on a labor law, based on the labor law, the companies and corporations must have responsibility for their workforce.
So basically, I'll give you 2 words now to learn. So it all comes from the word money. The word is money. So remuneration. Remuneration means you get the money back for your efforts. Re means, again. So muna comes from the word money. So remuneration means like you get the money back. So it means your salary. The word compensate is a verb, but when it becomes noun, it's compensation. Sự bù trả, sự bù trừ, sự đền bù xứng đáng. It also means salary too. So you have 2 new words today. Remuneration and compensation. Okay. Nó đều có nghĩa là sự trả lương, sự bù trừ xứng đáng.
Okay.
And also you have benefits. Những cái lợi ích khi làm việc công ty lớn. I thought you, I think you have heard about them all. By working for big companies, of course, you should ask for a lot of things, including like good insurance, asking
Accommodation.
how many days you can go for paid vacations. Một năm được đi nghỉ bao nhiêu lần? Paid vacations.
Day off.
Tiền ta trả tiền hả? Paid vacation means the company will pay for your vacation, but how many days? Paid vacations. How many days can you be off? Can you be, absent from work? Có thể nghỉ được bao nhiêu ngày?
Field trips allowance, accommodations.
And of course, free health checkup.
Medical checkup.
Free health checkup, medical checkup, free, of course, because the company will have to provide that.
Yes.
Khỏe miễn phí. And what else? I think they have to pay tax, of course, of course they have to pay tax for your salary too. Phải trả thuế cho cái lương của em đó nha.
This is a personal option, I think.
Is it? According to labor law, you have to, I think.
Yes, we have to. The company is not responsible for that. It's not
Exactly.
responsible for that.
Now let's move on to number 14. This is a very interesting topic. Number 14. Describe a piece of local news that you were interested in. Miêu tả một cái mẫu tin tức địa phương. Các bạn để ý chữ news không đếm được nha. Cho nên phải dùng cái chữ a piece of để đếm nó. Remember, news is uncountable, so you should use a piece of to count it, okay? Miêu tả một mẫu tin địa phương mà các bạn rất là hứng thú về cái mẫu tin đó. You should say what it was about. Cái mẫu tin nó đã về cái gì. Where you saw or heard it. Cẩn thận quá khứ nha. Be careful with the past tense. Bạn đã thấy nó hoặc là nghe nó lúc nào. Who was involved? Ai đã tham gia vào cái mẫu tin đó? Ai đã có dính líu? Ai có tham gia vào? Explain why you were interested in it. Lại giải thích lý do tại sao bạn lại hứng thú với cái mẫu tin địa phương đó. Local news means like it's something that happened in your city or in your district. Okay. Tin địa phương tức là cái tin mà nó diễn ra trong thành phố các bạn hoặc là cái quận các bạn. Be careful with the past tense, okay? Này là đang nói về quá khứ nha. And you have part 3 of news. Where do people get the news in your country? Ở đất nước bạn thì con người ta lấy tin tức ở đâu? What kind of news do people like to read? Con người ta thích đọc cái loại tin như thế nào? How can companies tell the public its news? Những công ty có thể nói cho quần chúng những cái thông tin mới của nó như thế nào? What do you think of the news on social media? Bạn nghĩ gì về những tin tức trên mạng xã hội? What do you think about public shaming of fake news? This is interesting, right? Bạn nghĩ gì về chuyện public shaming? Chuyện làm nhục người ta trên mạng. Hoặc là tin giả of fake news. You know about public shaming, right? Class?
Yes.
Ví dụ nói ta mập là public shaming.
It's body shaming
Đó người ta lùn
on
lắm.
public.
I mean, if you say someone is fat or short, too short, that is public shaming, or it's called body shaming.
Body shaming.
But
Body.
you can publicly shame someone, so that's called public shaming. You know,
Okay, I see.
làm nhiều cái nơi công cộng. Tự nhiên ra nơi công cộng có, tự nhiên ra công cộng gặp ai đó nói, trời ơi, cái ông này ông hói đầu quá nhỉ, rồi sao đó là public shaming đó. Ôi con bé này sao nó mập dữ vậy, đó là public shaming. Okay, now I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 phút suy nghĩ. Everyone ready? Who
Hello.
would like to start first?
Okay.
Gentlemen
Let me.
first.
I'm
Okay,
volunteer.
Mr. Bang, you
I
can start
volunteer.
first. Describe a piece of local news that you were interested in. Mr. Bang, please be careful with the accents. Cẩn thận quá khứ nha.
Yes.
Please.
I was interested in a piece of news that happened last week about 3 positive cases of COVID-19 in about three positive cases. Three positive cases of COVID-19 in my village. I have it through government speaker, and there were several people who involved. They were positive cases, and who had met them during their daily life, and it's like it caught my attention because this is the first outbreak at my village, although the government had applied the very strict road restriction and social distancing.
Road restriction and social distancing. Road distancing
and social distancing.
Distance.
And it's
Social
distancing. And it's kind of very scary because that guy, the positive guy.
Don't use the word guy, đừng dùng chữ guy nha.
Yeah, sorry. That positive case. Those positive cases.
Those positive cases.
Yes. Those positive cases. They have really complex. They had really complex travel history. So I'm afraid.
Really complex. They have really complex travel history, right?
Complex travel history.
Complex travel history.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
Okay,
that's all.
very good. Okay, very well. Lady, please.
There's some mistake.
Please, can you describe a piece of local news that you were interested in? Cẩn thận quá khứ như này. Miss Yuen, please. Are you still there?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, thầy. So now, I will describe a piece of local news that I were really excited. The new describe of COVID-19 pandemic situation. So when I was cooking a portion for my family, and my father was watching TV, and I heard this news, and I took a chance to heard this news. Luckily, the COVID-19 pandemic was declined, and my government
you mean the pandemic was getting better? I mean, you mean
yes, yeah.
Decline.
You mean the situation of a COVID-19 became a bit better?
Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic became a bit better, and my government had an issue for these tough problems, and this is so why I really excited and feel grateful,
Felt.
positive,
Felt.
felt
Yeah.
grateful, positive when I'm heard this news.
Okay, good. Okay, Mr. Yoon, your turn. Gentlemen, please
Wow.
describe a piece of local news that you were interested in.
Well, when I was at my house to check something on the internet or something for some rest time, and I passed the news, a piece of news, and and they write a name of them. How can I say? Ủa, Á hậu là gì nhỉ thầy?
I have no idea. Maybe the first prize of the
The
competition.
second,
First prize, second prize of a competition, maybe.
I heard it's from
second
internet.
best, I think second best beauty contest, something like that. A beauty
Second
contest
best, or
is the second best.
second best, the third best,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Yes, the second best.
The best, the second best, the third best.
Yes, she is the second best.
Oh, she's the second best.
Best
Cẩn
from
thận.
the
Best. Okay.
Best.
from a beauty competition. Now she
Competition.
works for Charities. She was a big boss for Vitel's Vitel
Yeah, what else?
for Vitel, and I surprised that she's my how can I,
Yeah.
next door. She's my next door.
Neighbor.
Yes, she's my neighbor.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yes, she was.
Maybe you destroyed Johnny.
She was beauty. Now she works for the big company of Vitel. She's a big boss of Vitel, and I surprisingly I find her everywhere on the social media. And when I find her on the Facebook, they have a blue tick is there.
On Facebook, không phải on the Facebook nha.
On
Not on the
Facebook.
Facebook. On Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. And I'm surprised that she's my neighbor and she's dressed nothing really really rich. She's her dress every day is very normal. I don't know that she big boss for 10 years living Phú Mỹ Hưng.
Okay, that's too long for 2 minutes. Remember, 2 phút thôi nha. Em nói quá dài dòng. Remember, that's too long for 2 minutes. You're getting carried away too much. Nói lại đi. Try again. You have only 2 minutes to talk about your story. You should focus. But now you are just the story just everywhere. Câu chuyện bây giờ nó cứ rải rác tùm lum, ta chả hiểu gì. Now describe a piece of local news that you were interested in. 2 minutes start now.
So I searching for web for something to read, and I passed a piece of news. They wrote they wrote about the woman who was
On
a
the
beauty.
who won the second best prize in a beauty contest, right?
Yes, who won a second beauty contest, and now she works. Now she is a big boss of Vitel, and surprise for me that she's my neighbor for 10 years, and I interesting that for a long time she didn't say anything about my apartment. She didn't say anything, and she looked really normal for me when she passed. When I exercise, and that's interesting me that she
That interested
worked very
me.
hard.
It's interesting to me that. Khá thú vị cho tôi rằng.
It's interesting to me that she's very smart and beautiful, and she inspired me to learn a lot of things by now.
Okay, good. Okay, good enough. Okay, who next then? Okay, let's do part 3 of news. Mr. Bang, please. So where do people
yes.
get the news in your country?
I would say that in the modern life, people normally get news from electronic newspaper, from internet.
From the internet.
From the internet, and I would say that they can catch up news and every time when they're free. It's unlike before that they only have a chance to read a newspaper to read a news on Chinese newspaper. Báo giấy là sao này? Newspaper.
On paper, on
paper.
basically printed
Read
newspaper.
news. They read the news on paper.
Printed newspapers. Những tờ báo giấy được in ra. Printed newspapers.
Printed news. They have a chance to read, to catch up news on printed newspaper.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, what kind of news do people like to read? Miss Yuan, what do you think?
Oh, in my mind, I think in my mind, a lot of new exist in community.
In the community.
In the community, and but however, in fact, I must say that a lot of people really interested in fake news or the negative news.
Yeah.
They just they don't care much on
much about.
They don't care much about positive news or helpful news.
So what's the consequence of that then? Miss Yuan?
Yeah, thầy.
Are you
Yes.
out of idea now?
And why I said that, because nowadays we really interested in fake news on Facebook.
We are really interested in. Cẩn thận.
Really interested in fake news.
These days we are really interested in fake news. Cái cảm giác, trạng thái, cảm giác dùng từ có ed á.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Miss Yuan, what do you think about the news on social media these days? Do you think they are trustworthy? Can we trust them?
I think beside the fake news and negative news, on social media have a lot of good quality news to us to follow, such as Tuổi Trẻ news or Zing. I believe in these news and xem bí ý thì.
Anyway, you will improve your ideas later. So, I would suggest Miss Yuan, maybe you should join a Basic 2 class so you have more ideas. Thầy nghĩ chắc đưa Duyên một cái lớp Basic 2 đi. Duyên nhắn thầy sau lớp nha.
Yeah.
Thiếu ý tưởng trầm trọng. I feel like you are lacking a lot of ideas to answer these questions. Nên học lớp đó nữa. Okay, basically, okay. Mr. Bang, please. Oh no, Mr. Dương, please.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it's my turn.
What do you think about public shaming or fake news?
I think the public shaming is not really good, but it's really popular in the public and the social media. It's everywhere in nowadays. It exists, but I think it's not good, and we need to fix it by individual person. And fake news making me a lot of confusion in the life. Like
Make
now
me
they
a
have
lot of confusion in the life. What kind of grammar is that?
nhầm thầy ơi.
Once again, try again.
Fake news make me a lot of confusion.
Fake news make me confused a lot. Nó làm tôi cảm thấy đi, nó tính từ bị động. Fake news make me confused a lot.
Fake news make me confused a lot. And like COVID pandemic, a lot of people making fake news everywhere. So they have more like and share on Facebook. And sometimes they make fake news to make money from that fake news.
Earn money to earn profits, you mean?
Earn profit.
To earn profits.
Interest.
Kiếm lợi nhuận. To earn profits.
Earn some interest, can we? Earn some interest. Interest also like profit, can we?
Interest, yeah, could be. Or to get benefits from, to gain benefit from.
Okay, I see.
Có được lợi ích từ cái gì đó, to gain benefits from cái gì đó. Please continue.
Let's see.
All right, Mr. Bang, what do you and how do you answer this question? What do you think about public shaming or fake news?
I think its effect is like
Really,
it affect lots of people thinking, and they can misunderstanding about think the truth. Like for example, this early morning I found one news that very shocked about one that's
very
shocking
Cái
about
bản chất của nó là nó shocking.
Yes, about
gây cho người ta
yes. It's really shocking news that about the story was about a doctor sacrificed his parents' life in order to save two offspring in order to save two infants, two babies, two infants. Yeah, two infants, and tons of people share that stories, share that news, and and it's unproved news, and then the government is on investigating on now,
So
and now government is investigating on it.
So you mean the news is fake?
It's fake.
Oh.
So then now government have to
the source of the
have to investigate that news, that information, and they will going to find out the truth and find out the one who posted that news as well. So it's really serious if people believe in unproved news. Yes.
You mean it's really dangerous if people believe
dangerous.
in
It's really dangerous.
Realistic and made up news, những cái điều mà được tạo dựng ra, made up news. Những cái news that made up news and fake news, basically people are faking it, they made it up.
Yes.
And it's dangerous if people believe in those things.
And
but it sounds very convincing somehow,
Yes. Did you notice that? I mean, did you catch that news early this morning?
I did.
Oh God. Oh, so now I how to say, I prove that it's not that it's not a correct, it's not truth.
Well, it
The
sounds like a
yes,
typical. It sounds like a typical story you would see in the textbook. You know, like about heroism, chủ nghĩa anh hùng.
yes.
It sounds
Oh,
like a typical news, a typical story in a textbook, but it's not real.
oh.
Nhìn
So
như một câu
you
chuyện
know,
văn học đó, nhìn như một câu chuyện văn học.
yes. There's a rumor around is that people try to make up this news in order to lead the public attention
Away
and
from something else.
yes, lead the public attention away from the other shocking news about a singer have several that has a complex relationship between the beloved one. So it's really complex. I don't want to get into.
Always
I
has
don't want to.
to lead
Yes.
the public opinions away from something else, away
Attention
from
or
matters that, away from issues that matters. Thì đương nhiên chính quyền luôn có cách để mà gọi là chèo lái dư luận ra khỏi những cái vấn đề mà nó nghe có liên quan. All right. I
okay.
think it's time. It's 12:30 now, and I'm pretty tired now. I'm sure this class is tired too after 2.5 hours.
I'm hungry as well.
Yeah, so go eat. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video, people. My many thousands of subscribers. Thank you so much. Please like, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified of my video uploads, okay? You can also press on follow on my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Bye bye. See you on the next video. Bye.